Well, it's the week of the big game, and no doubt, millions of people will be tuning in, or depending on when you watch this, have tuned in for various reasons. But today, I wanted to have a little fun and remind you how your collecting is very much like a game and how you too can win big in this playful pursuit of collecting. Well, what's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. And yes, I'm going to tell you straight. In the realm of hobbies, collecting hot toys stands as a unique pursuit that intertwines nostalgia, creativity, and the thrill of the hunt. Beyond merely just picking up or grabbing the figure itself, the act of collecting them can be likened to a game, a multifaceted endeavor that encompasses various strategies, challenges, and yes, rewards. But before we get into that, I do need to remind you that if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, and if you have been lurking perhaps and do like this type of content, then please go ahead and subscribe right now to this channel and all my various social platforms listed below. We are actually making great progress over on Instagram, so if you like short videos, some laughs, and toy photography, that's the one for you. If you're into the short form content, then of course, check me out on TikTok, since I can actually go live there now. And yes, I can't believe I'm actually saying it, but if you just want my simple musings and insight into a little bit about me, then Threads is where you want to check me out as well, which has everything that you see here and all the social platforms combined into one. A mind dump, if you will. I would certainly appreciate it. But now, let's get back to the big game. As I mentioned above, collecting hot toys, and collecting anything for that matter, can be likened to a game. And oftentimes, some of the best games out there send you on a quest for a rare item, a grail, if you will. So let's start by comparing the quest for rarity. Much like a treasure hunt, collecting Hot Toys figures often revolves around the pursuit of rarity. How many times have you seen or even said yourself that you were in search of a grail? Whether it's a limited edition release, an exclusive variant, or older, hard-to-find pieces, collectors engage in a quest to uncover hidden gems out there that are lurking. As I've been vocal about recently, my current quest is looking for the DX-13 Battle Damaged Terminator, a glaring hole in my collection. This quest involves research, networking with fellow collectors, and mastering the art of timing, snagging coveted items before they vanish from the market. There's nothing worse than thinking you found your missing piece, only to have it snatched out from underneath you by someone else. Truly heartbreaking. Recognizing the right moments to make the purchase is crucial, as prices fluctuate based on demand, availability, and promotional events. The smart collectors capitalize on those sales, discounts, and buy it now auctions to secure sought-after figures. As you can see here is my saved search topics on eBay, and the Terminator figures are right at the top. So, once you have identified what the rare piece is and the purpose for your quest and pursuit, you can start the strategic planning. The most successful collectors are intentional and make strategic moves. They meticulously outline their objective, set budgets, and prioritize their acquisitions. Just as in a game, strategic decisions must be made regarding which figures to pursue, when to make a purchase, and how to allocate resources effectively. It is essential, if you wish to be a long-term collector, to establish clear goals when it comes to your collecting journey, whether it's completing a specific series, obtaining a particular character, or amassing a diverse assortment. You need a plan, and you need to stick to it, especially if budgeting is on that plan. Setting and adhering to a budget is fundamental for responsible collectors and ensuring that you stay around for the long haul. Allocating funds wisely ensures that you can pursue your passions without overspending or accruing debt. As I've said it so many times, don't go broke trying to impress broke collectors into thinking that you aren't broke. Wise words. Prioritize what you're looking for and don't waver by easily being influenced. But now, let's not forget about the thrill of competition, right? Collecting hot toys often involves a competitive element. Auctions, conventions, online marketplaces like eBay serve as battlegrounds where collectors vie for these prized possessions. And let me just say, some of those auctions can certainly turn into a bloodbath, both for the seller and the buyer. But the adrenaline rush of outbidding rivals at the last second to snipe a sale or scoring a rare piece from a BST amplifies the excitement, transforming the pursuit into a thrilling game of skill and strategy. And of course, no conqueror goes around without showing off their shiny new piece, correct? Like King David walking around with the head of Goliath in his hand. Show that thing off. And if you aren't feeling like it's a victory and you don't want to show it off, then maybe that's a simple check and balance that you got the wrong piece. Don't just buy to buy. Follow your strategy. Because if you continue to follow that strategy, you will amass and end up building a collection. Much like building a deck in a trading card game like Pokemon, assembling a collection of figures requires careful curation and planning, and that takes time. Speaking of conquerors, as they say, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither should your collection be. Sure, it can be discouraging as a new collector if you see walls and walls of figures while you're sitting with one or two, but everyone had to start somewhere. If there's one piece of advice that I would give to a newer collector, it would be this. Please take your time. Enjoy your collecting journey. Savor your figures before rushing off to get the next one, as you strive to create a cohesive display with thematic posing, specific lines or sets, or completing a series. Building a sense of accomplishment is very much like achieving milestones in a game. Each addition to the collection should represent a triumph and a win, further fueling the desire to expand and get more. It should not feel like a burden or a mistake whenever a new piece does come in. If you are feeling that, it's time to course correct and pivot before it's too late. And sometimes it takes some hard love from a fellow collector to come to that realization. And that's another similarity to the big game, the community engagement. Collecting hot toys transcends and moves beyond any individual pursuit, fostering a vibrant community of enthusiasts like players in a multiplayer game. So let's crack open some gamer fuel in Mountain Dew Livewire, everyone, and run some co-ops. How about it? Forums, social media groups, local meetups, cons, all that serves as a gathering place where collectors can exchange tips, share hauls, celebrate your shared passion. Some of my best relationships have come from meeting and engaging with people like you. I think about my good buddy Dave, who I went to Star Wars Celebration with, and he came here for ICCC in Nashville. I think about meeting Riley Reviews out at Celebration for the very first time, and of course, my good buddy Will, who I stream with on Fridays. The list goes on and on. The camaraderie experienced within the collecting community adds to an enriching social dimension to the game of collecting. And this is my challenge to you watching today. Be intentional and reach out for some live meetups in your area. You'd be surprised how many are actually out there, and some actual human interaction could do this whole world some good. If in-person meeting is still not your thing, no worries. Just make sure to engage and comment and be a part of all these communities here online, like this channel, and be a positive force for good, not evil and trolling, by the way. And finally, that camaraderie is often a hive mind that breeds creativity and puts the role of imagination front and center. At its core, collecting hot toys is an expression of imagination, a game where tangible objects serve as vessels for storytelling and creativity. After all, a majority of the figures in our collection are from the Movie Masterpiece series. We're reliving moments and allowing our imagination to run wild when we see these lifelike miniature versions of our favorite heroes and villains. But they are more than just totems to sit on your shelf in a museum pose. That's right, posing itself, customizing, being creative in the displaying of your figures. That breathes life into collections. Everyone's collection should look different. We don't need a bunch of copy-paste displays. Make it undeniably you by crafting worlds of your own making. This imaginative aspect infuses collecting with a sense of playfulness, blurring the lines between reality and fiction. And after all, isn't that what we want? An escape? So there you have it. In the realm of hobbies, collecting goes far beyond mere accumulation, evolving into a dynamic game filled with challenges, strategies, and rewards. From the thrill of the hunt to the satisfaction of completing a collection, this pursuit embodies an essence of a big game, as I said, a testament to the enduring allure of childhood nostalgia, and I just love being a big kid. How about you? As you continue to embark on your next quest, remember, that the game remains an ever-evolving journey, limited only by the bounds of imagination and determination. Well, that's going to do it for us here today, and I hope you've enjoyed playing this game with me. If you do like this type of content, as I've mentioned before, please make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, and let me know down in the comments below, what is the piece that you're currently chasing in your collecting journey? I would certainly love to hear it. Mine's the DX13 Terminator, so if you got one, let me know. Happy collecting, everybody. Enjoy the game, and I will be seeing you in our next video.